Hello friends, welcome back to another video. I'm Chef Dino, my channel dinovalbone. We're at Wild Haven Acres in beautiful Santa Maria, central coast of California. Today I have a special recipe. We're going to make French onion soup. It's one of my favorites. It is a very, very delicious recipe of my own. I have come up with these combining bunch of recipes that I've watched throughout the years and learned about. Just like any art, music, painting, cooking is an art also. There's no shame in learning from other people and mimicking and taking bits and pieces of information from their experience, recipes, and incorporating it and, making it your own, okay? What I'm going to do before we get to the recipe, I came out here to take a walk, to relax. As a human being, we all feel anxious once in a while. And fortunately or unfortunately, I was blessed with anxiety throughout my life. Cooking is one of the things I find that helps me the best with that. Of course, taking walks, breathing exercises, all those work also. So I came out here to take a walk and relax a bit before I get started making the video. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a little preview on where I am. I'll give you a little brief tour video of where I am and how beautiful it is. We are very blessed and fortunate to have this beautiful property. We have horses and we love living the outdoorsy life on the country setting. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're going to get to the recipe. Simple recipe. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm making two dishes at once. We're making French onion soup, of course, that's the goal today, but at the same time we're making a dish called Jargo. Jargo is an Armenian Middle Eastern dish. It's beef. Basically, it's pot roast Armenian style, okay? Basic ingredients. You don't need too many things to make this work. It's easy. I'm going to show you step by step how we do it. So why don't we go inside to the kitchen and we'll get started by showing you what the ingredients are first, okay? I'll see you inside. Ingredients that you're going to need to make this delicious French onion soup, Dino style, is of course you need some meat to make a broth. You can use store-bought broth, but to me that's not the best way to go. There's a lot of preservatives and salt and stuff in there. What I usually do is I make French onion soup when I make a pot roast dish. So we're going to be making a pot roast dish. This is called Jargo. You can find a video of how I make this dish on my channel, dinovalbone. Just search under Jargo with a J or pot roast recipe and you'll find it. But we're going to do that. So I'm going to kind of get two dishes out of one today. I'm going to make French onion soup and I'm going to make my pot roast dish, which is absolutely delicious. Both of these go very well. There's a symbiotic relationship here between the soup and the beef. All right, so we got chopped pot roast beef here. I've trimmed it, got rid of the fat and most of the skin. We're going to be searing this on high heat before we cook it. So that is going to be done, and I'll show you on the stove when I do that. I have one whole yellow onion, and I've chopped it up into pieces, not too small, but not too large, enough where it won't just dissolve out, because we're going to cook this for a while, and you'll still have chunks of it tender, okay? We have garlic. All I've done is taken the skin off, crush it, and chopped it into long pieces. I like mine big pieces like that. This is about 4 big cloves of garlic. And few herbs and spices. We have some garlic, we have onion, salt, black pepper, and smoked turmeric. What gives this dish its flavor, and it's a must, you must have in there, is bay leaves. All right, so these are bay leaves, and that's what we're gonna be using. So, and some water. I have about 2 cups here. We might need a little bit more, but to get started, that's plenty. So, very simple ingredients. You probably have most of this, maybe not the bay leaf, but in your pantry. If you don't get the bay leaves, they're available online everywhere in stores, and they don't go bad, so you can store them for years and years and you can use them. Alrighty, so we're gonna put our French onion soup together. I'm gonna meet you by the stove, and we'll take it from there. Alright friends, so here we are. I started searing the meat for our French onion soup. Look at that, all that nice brown protein that's cooking there is gonna become our broth. If you cook this properly, you're gonna get a beautiful sear. Preparation of the meat is very important when searing any type of meat. I have a video online about how to cook with stainless steel pots and pans without worrying about your meat or chicken, fish, whatever you're cooking, whatever type of meat it is, doesn't stick to your pots and pans. Check it out. It's a short tips and tricks video, and I think it'll help you do better if you are having problems cooking with stainless steel and substituting steel. All right, so I'm gonna continue searing this meat. I have a plate handy. I have some more to do. We're gonna finish searing it, and then I'll be back and show you the next thing. So this is the last pieces of our meat that we've seared. Look at that beautiful sear. It's still raw inside, of course. The point is not to cook it all the way, it's just to sear it. All right, so this is gonna come out. I'm just gonna let it sit there and rest. What we got here is a little bit of the oil we had. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more to it because what we're gonna do next is we're gonna saute the onion. Okay, so we had a whole yellow onion here. It's gonna go in there, and we're gonna let it absorb all the flavors that came off the meat. And then later on we're going to use water to deglaze the pan a little bit further. All right. Smells great. So we're going to let that go for a bit and be back for the next step. All right, so our onions are done. Don't want to overcook them. Want to leave some body to it. We're going to put our garlic. We're gonna let the garlic roast. The heat is kind of high right now, so you gotta kind of watch it. And always don't be afraid to turn the heat up and down as you need it. Otherwise, you'll either undercook or overcook. All right, so we got that in there. Next, we are going to add our herbs and spices, bay leaves. I throw them in there right now. I'll give that a stir, get a little fragrance going. With the oil here, forcing it out of the leaf. And I'm just gonna add my herbs and spices. This you do to taste. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to have the onions absorb the spices and the oils from the leaf. All right. You can see all the oils gone and absorbed into the onions, the garlic. All right, and now it's gonna come. We're gonna start putting our meat back in there. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah. paprika. Smelly, smelly, goody, goody. All right. Now we have all this juice that oozed out of our meat. We're gonna pour this right on there, and we're gonna deglaze with that. All right, and just rub your meat. Rub it good. All right, and that's what you do. That's how you deglaze. Look at that already. The onions. Look how beautiful they look. This is a very delicious version of French onion soup. Again, it's my version. I came up with this by cooking Jargo and then just incorporating different stuff. So you only see this on my channel, dinovalbone. All right, now this is gonna get seasoned. We're gonna add our water. Okay, so that's 2 cups. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So we want enough water in there, so because we're gonna cook this low and slow until the meat is very tender. Look at that broth that formed there. Okay, that's plenty of water. I'm gonna bring this to a boil. I'm gonna cover it and gonna let it cook for about at least an hour before we revisit it. So see you back in an hour. Okay friends, so here we are. Of course we've added some water while this cooked and reduced. I wanted to show you what it looks like before it becomes a French onion soup. Look at the meat here. Look at how tender. I mean, practically it falls apart. So everything's gotten incorporated here. Next step is going to be plating it. Again, I've added water and this thing has been cooking for a while now. So we're ready to plate it and I'll see you once. Alright, so we're back and we're going to plate our French onion soup. It's been cooking all day and it's just turned out fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is how I plate it. Let me show you what I have here. I have, these are breadsticks. There's no flour in them. They're made out of beans and eggs. If you want to learn how to do that, I have a video coming up soon, so don't forget to like and subscribe. But check that out. It goes really well with this French onion soup. Okay, so we're gonna start plating this right now, and the way I like to start is a piece of very tender piece of meat here. This is a kind of a different version of what you're used to as far as French onion soup goes. Then I like to layer that with half a slice of Swiss cheese. Then of course we're gonna pour the broth over it. Oh, my mouth is watering. Crazy. And when we go to get the liquid from our soup, I'm gonna try to reach down and get as much of the onions as I can, even though most of the onions have already like kind of dissolved in there. There's still some, but there you go. I like a little meat in there. I know it's French onion soup traditionally doesn't have that, but this is my style. This is dinovalbone style. And a little bit more. Catch a little bit of more meat in there, it's okay. And then of course we're gonna top that with, now the soup is hot enough where our Swiss cheese is gonna melt. We're gonna let that sit a bit, let the Swiss cheese does its thing. I'm gonna have a piece of this. Ooh, crumbly. Perfect for soup. No flour, gluten-free, beans, eggs, and just some herbs. It is really good. All right, I'll be back and we'll taste test it. All right, so we're gonna taste test this. I think I need a fork to get this cheese in there. my gosh, it's delicious. So you got your cheese to contend with. You got your very, very tender, delicious meat. So good. This is the best part. This is garlic flavored, so it goes really well. All right, I can stand here and eat this while you watch, but we're not going to do that to you. Like and subscribe. Live, laugh, love, enjoy. This is so much fun. How long do you think we can go like this? I can knit you a sweater with this. I'm going to finish this up. I'll see you in my next video.